Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Allmark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today we're having a little sneak peek again of a lovely stamp set called Welcoming Woods, which is coming in the new mini catalogue, which runs from August the 3rd until the end of December, full of beautiful things. And this is one of the stamp sets in there. And you've got this beautiful wooded scene with the trees. You've got leaves, which you can do in any colour to go down in between. We've got this interesting piece, which I'll show you where and how that fits. Some snowflakes and some great sentiments, because you've got a happy birthday, a good luck, a best wishes, a celebrate, a thank you, a friend. And every season brings its own wonder. So something that will work throughout the year, not just for Christmas season time. So, or for autumn or fall, as they say in America. So I have got a piece of basic white, and I have done a little mask. So this is just a mask that I've got, and I'm just going to clean some of this brush off a bit, because I was doing it to see what colours I would have, and obviously I've got quite a lot of the Calypso Coral on here, so I'm just cleaning that off because I want to start with, we're going to have crushed curry and Calypso Coral. Now I could have Bumblebee, I just happen to have got Calypso Coral out. So we're going to take the mask, and I want to offset it slightly to the right hand side. So we're going to take the crushed curry, and I need to give a good amount on there, and we're literally then just going to cover the whole of that to give a nice sort of sunshine. Making sure, as always, that we're right up to the edges. Okay, then I'm going to take the Calypso Coral, and we're going to do this down on the left hand side, because I want to have, let's make sure I've got some on my brush. I do it on this side because I want this to come in nice and dark in on just on that one side. So I'm bringing it in just in on that side, and then I'm just going to lightly go around the other to tone it down. So when I take it off, you've got this really lovely bright orange coming through to the yellow on the other side. Okay, so that's our sun coming through. Now I've put the stamp onto a block already. It fits perfectly onto an E block, and I'm going to use crumb cake. So I'm just going to ink it up nicely in the crumb cake. I'm doing it across both ways because I don't want it to come quite nice and even across on here. So I tend to do both sides, then I can get every little piece in on there. And then we're going to put this down, and we want it to come so that some of it comes over the top quite nicely like that. And then I'm just going to stand up a little bit, leave it a second to rest, because I want to make sure that it is stamped on beautifully everywhere that I want, and I don't want it to have gone. So I need to make sure that we've got, have we got it up in on this top bit? Just need to make sure. I'm not sure whether it's stamped particularly well up at the top. We'll just have a little a little look. I think we might be all right. Are we all right up on there? Hasn't come out quite where I wanted right the way across on there. So we've got a little bit that's just missing on there. But what I can do is, because I'm not going to stamp it again, I'm just going to take a... Let me have a little look and see if I've got a little bit of a pen that I can just go up in onto here, and we'll just give that so that you've got that coming through. And I need to see on here how much is coming, but you can quite easily just give some little bits on here, and that's purely because I just didn't stamp it particularly well. But a way of just rectifying it quite easily, just take one of our markers and put it through. So you've got that then coming through on the top. I can even give it a bit, oh, if I just woggled the camera, my apologies for that. I've got my glasses on my head and I think that they just came across. So as I say, just very lightly, little sort of dots in on there, and then that gives that to come through on there. So we've rectified that little bit there, which is what we wanted. And now we can take this rather extraordinarily interesting piece, which is, it's got a little bit of, I'm just going to clean this off a bit more. In on here. And we're going to take the fill-in piece. So this little piece here, and this is going to fill in perfectly on, let's take this stamp off. I think you need quite a juicy stamp for this, and I don't think my stamp was quite as juicy as it could have been, so I will stamp it better next time. But at least it shows you ways of being able to rectify things if you've made just a little bit of a mistake in on there. So I'm going to take this piece and I am going to lie this down this time, and then we're going to pick this up like that. And then I'm just going to double check on here. So we want it this way up, and I'm going to do it in Pear Pizzazz because I want it grassy at the bottom. So let's do that with the Pear Pizzazz. Make sure that I've inked it all the way across. And then if we look, and I might have to take my head in, but if we look on here, we can line it up. Now, no, we need to turn it the other way round. So we've got it so that it's running with those pieces down instead of up. Now, if you look, you can take it, says me, is that the right? Nope, it maybe was that way up. You can get those little tiny pieces, that's better. So it is this way up. You can see if you're looking above, I'm looking from an angle at the side, but we want this to come just so that it comes at the bottom. Now you have to excuse me if I don't get it completely right, because I'm literally looking in at this angle, so it's quite difficult, but I'm just putting that down, lift it up, yes, and you can see it comes literally right the way in between and gives you that sort of background piece. So now we can, because I want to just add something on the background of there, so I'm going to take another blending brush and I want to have a little bit of, let me just get my, oops, I'm going to take this first. So I'm going to just take this with a little bit of the green, and I just want to just bring that in over the bottom and just work it round just up to where that piece comes, and then that gives us, you can see how it's starting to sort of look quite nicely on there. Now, while I've got the pear pizzazz out, we want to do some of these little leaves. So I'm just going to put those onto a block. I think I can just about get them on this one. There we go. Ooh, almost, not quite. Might have to get it onto just a little bit bigger block. Just trying to see, I've got that block out. That's fine. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up, and then we're going to put some of these leaves down. Now they don't, I don't think that they fit perfectly. I think they're just sort of, will just come sort of quite nicely, just as a sort of a pattern of sort of falling leaves coming down. I'm going to do this one over the top of that sun. We'll have one sort of coming down on there. Okay, so we've got quite a few falling leaves. I might take one up here actually. Do I want to have one just coming in and out on there? Yes, that's nice. So you can put as many as on there as you want, or as few. Then I'm going to, let's just take this in on here. I think I probably would have done the trees slightly darker. They're a little bit pale for my liking, but I think we can run with it. So I'm now going to take, this is green, just going to clean this off a bit, and I'm going to add a little bit of Pool Party just in along the top to just give a little bit of colour coming through. So take the Pool Party up, take it from the outside, and we're just going to brush that over. The nice thing is that if you've done quite a dark colour, you can sponge over the top and it doesn't come through. You know, you don't, it doesn't come across the branches too much, so that it's not going to detract from it. So I'm just literally adding just a little bit in on here like that. Okay, so we can now put this onto, I think I'm going to do it onto a green. I could use Pool Party, but I think on a green would be quite nice. So we can put that on there. And then I'm going to put a sentiment on. So what sentiment am I going to have? Hello friend, I think will be quite nice, wouldn't it? Let's have a look at that one. Hello friend, I think that's hello friend. Take another little block. And then I'm going to put this on there. And take a little scrap that I've got. And we'll do that in, I think we'll do that in a black, because I want that to be fairly sort of sharp. So we'll stamp that. I like the mixed font of this. I think that's quite pretty. So we'll just pop that in here like that. It's got a really lovely sort of swirl on it as well. So let's just take this out. I might do a little flag tail on the end of here. I'm not quite sure. Just have a little look. So we'll take that on there. Just cut this bit up on here. Do I want a little flag piece? Yes, I think I do. So for a flag, we just need to cut down the center and then up either side. Let's come like that. Let's take that one up. So we've then got this hello friend, and I think I'm going to put it right the way across there, because then that'll cover up that little bit that didn't stamp out properly. And then I'd probably put that on with some dimensionals. I'm not going to do that now because it's just to sort of give you an idea. And then I have taken, now this has come from, so this is a bit of a see if you can find it. I'm going to put this really cute little bunny just down here in on the center, which just adds a little bit in on there. And those who have received their catalogue, those who are demonstrators who have got their pre-order, you're going to have to try and tell me which stamp set I've taken that from. If you looked at my unboxing video, you will know from there, because this was one that I mentioned in there, and I just wanted to use it because you can see that you don't have to use it for Christmas. And that's a bit of a clue. It is one of the Christmas stamp sets. But have a little look through, see if you can find it, and let me know, because I know which one I've taken it from. And I will in the comments, you know, once I've given people a chance to guess, I will put in the comments which one it actually is. But I think that just, it just brings a little bit of extra to there. And again, just by putting that sentiment across there, it's taken it through on that little bit that I had to sort of fill in. So thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe and well. Please be kind, and please subscribe if you'd like to. Thank you so much then. Bye-bye.